Pack your bags and let's go! Welcome to Culture and Travel, your gateway to discovering hidden gems, rich traditions, and unique experiences across the globe, right here on INCRadio Japan. Whether you're a curious explorer, a culture enthusiast, or just a traveler at heart, we've got you covered. From bustling cities to serene countrysides, we'll take you to places where history, faith, and culture come alive. This is Culture and Travel, where every destination is a new adventure. Buckle up and let's embark on an unforgettable journey together, only on INCRadio Japan Satellite Studio.
はい、皆さんこんばんは。INC ラジオジャパンへようこそ。今日のホストを務めます、姉妹館の由美子です。よろしくお願いします。今日はここ日本でユニークな必需品、必要なものですね、についてお話ししたいと思います。皆さんと一緒に楽しくお話しできるのがとても楽しみです。そして今日は私だけではなく、他の3人の素敵なコホストも一緒です。それでは順番にご紹介していきます。ATM!
Arigato, Ate Yumiko. Hi, Ate Yumiko. Hello, everyone. I'm Ate Ans. Today's episode is going to be full of discoveries as we'll explore the essentials that help us in our daily lives here in Japan. Some might be familiar and some might surprise you. I can't wait to hear everyone's thoughts and share a few of my own too. And speaking of unique ideas, let me pass it over to Kuya Aizel.
Thank you so much, Ada Ems. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Welcome to INCRadio Japan. I'm Kuya Aizel, live from Hiroshima, and it's very cold here. Halata naman siguro sa mga suot namin. Makikita niyo si Ate Kay mamaya, mas panglamig yung suot niya sa akin. Then makikita niyo siya, siya yung tatawahin ko next. But I'm gonna be one of your hosts for today and hope everyone is doing good and is having a great day. And as you may all know, Japan has so many interesting essentials that we rely on, especially with our distinct seasons and lifestyles. And I'm excited to hear what each of us considers an essential. Maybe you'll find some new items to add on your own list. But before we dive in, sabi ko nga kanina, marinig natin, pakinggan muna natin. Hello, Ate Justin. Hello.
Hello po. Hi, Kuya Aizel. And yes, I am wearing the turtleneck. Ako na ang nanguna. Actually, I put it down so that it won't be, I won't be too cold. But yeah, thank you, Kuya Aizel. Konnichiwa, minasan. I'm Sister Justine K. Rodriguez, and it's great to be here with all of you today. We have a fantastic show lined up for you with stories from brethren all over Japan po. So whether you are a local or someone curious about life in Japan, stick around po because you'll definitely enjoy today's program. Now, let's take a look at the video introducing today's topic. What exactly are these unique essentials? Let's find out.
Welcome to INCRadio Japan Satellite Studio. Today we're exploring a topic that touches every part of life here in Japan. It's all about the essentials that make Japan so unique. From bento boxes to high-tech gadgets, Japan has crafted items that are not only practical but carry a story, a culture, and a whole lot of heart. But what makes these items true essential? And why are they so treasured in daily life here in Japan? That's what we're going to find out today. We'll also be hearing from our brethren from all over Japan about their favorite Japanese essentials and the stories behind them. So whether you're new to Japan or have been here all your life, join us as we discover the unique essentials of Japan only here on INCRadio Japan Satellite Studio.
All right, now that we've seen the introduction video, let's dive into our discussion. Medyo naano ako dun Let's to start us off. I have a question for everyone. Here it is. Can you tell us about a unique Japanese item that surprised you when you first saw it? Meron ba kayong ganon? May Japanese item ba kayo? Especially lalo sa mga hindi taga-Japan. Si Sister Yumiko, hindi ko natatanungin siguro kasi taga dito na talaga yan eh. So ang tatanungin ko na lang dito sa Ate Em sa lang Sister Justin. Do you have any unique Japanese item that surprised you when you first saw it? Let's hear Ate Em's first.
For me, siguro yung face wash na tablet.
Oh, the tablet?
Yeah, it's a tablet.
Okay.
Ano
I
yun?
haven't
Parang
even heard of that.
device
It's a
ba yun?
powder wash.
Joke lang.
No. You download
Oh,
it.
powder.
Yeah.
It's a powder wash, but it's a tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and then you just you kind of rinse it with water, and then you wash your face with it. Parang
Hindi
super
ba ano lang yun, hindi ba parang sabong bareta lang yun ta's parang pinaliit lang gano'n?
siguro ano na lang, ginawa na lang cubes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Iba
Oh.
yung towel.
Mhm, mhm.
May towel, yung 'pag ilagay mo sa
Mhm.
tubig gano'n.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Pero meron
Siguro
tablet na
nai-imagine ko yung sinasabi ni Ate M, siguro it comes with like cubes niya tapos 'pag
yeah,
nabasa siya nagiging ano siya, nagiging soapy siya. Yeah, tapos siguro one time use lang siya na it comes
yeah.
into cubes. I can imagine it being like that siguro, parang gano'n. Pero hindi pa ako nakakakita nun, you know? Sa ang Japan ba yung same ba tayo ng Japan na tinutukoy Ate M? The Japan I met
Iba
right
kayo
now,
nang
we don't have
ginagamit.
you know?
Pero hindi kasi ako lumalabas.
What about your Sister K? Like, do you have any like unique Japanese
Actually,
item?
yeah, that's a good one because for her it's a tablet. For me, I would see like the powder, and then you put that on your hands, and then you put enough water, and then you like ano ba yun? You just make it into a bubble, like it will foam
Mhm.
up. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it successfully. Like it would it would only just be like a goop. You know, it's supposed to be foam, but when I do it, it's always like goop. So I'm definitely doing something wrong. But that one is apparently very good because when you foam it up and then it all has these like enzymes or like cleansing things for you, it's good because it's like compact and then you can just like bring it anywhere. So I think that's like a good essential. But for me, what I thought about was the koro koro. Or how do I even say that in English? Koro koro is
Lint
that
roller.
there we go, a lint
Yeah.
roller or like
Actually have one like below me, Sister Justin. I always like I'm very like always when it comes to especially I'm always wearing black, like
mhm.
dark things. So I always make sure that I'm out of dust like every single time like I go out. You know, it's annoying. It's like a mood killer every time like you're in public and you're gonna be like looking at your pants and you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah, I
you
should
know,
have
it's all
chosen lint roller.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's funny because
Can you
it's
show us? Sister Steph is asking me to show. I think hindi naniniwala si Sister Steph na meron akong koro-koro dito sa room. So, wait for it.
item ano pala to?
Item reveal.
Reveal.
So yeah, I have it. I told you guys
Ayun!
I have it. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Mhm. Yeah.
So there is actually like a specific lint roller for your floor and a lint roller for your
For your coat.
clothes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. And actually it can get as tiny as this one
Yeah.
because I have one in the office and I just like, for like the very small corners. And I think that's like one of the, it's up there, top 10 Japan essentials. You have to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you have it, it's kind of like you're a local. You know what you're doing.
How about Sister Yumiko? I was just joking, like
Um,
when I said that I know Sister
talking,
Yumiko is not included. Of course she's included. How about you,
yeah,
Sister Yumiko?
talking about face wash, like a face soap. I use the little net for making flooring po.
Oh.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
maybe
That is.
Justin, you can use that
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
for your.
You need
Uh,
that. You just like put like the soap and like the foam, and then you do
Mm,
this thing, and then it's gonna like foam up, and then yeah,
mm,
you have the foamy, soap.
yeah. I mean that little net, I think in the Philippines that's the little net version is panghilod, the
Scrub.
loafer.
Yeah, like there's like a version for like for like face wash. Like
Yeah.
it's really small. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. And there's
Well, that's the essential for that's a unique Japanese item for Sister Yumiko.
Ay,
Like I'm still thinking, I'm asking all of you guys because I personally I can't think of like anything,
Mhm.
Like I'm still thinking right now, but I think I'm just gonna go for like Sister Justin's answer, like the korokoro, like the lint roller, because yeah, that is like really like something that I need, because like I said, I wear a lot of like blacks, but that's really it for our small discussion. Like, do you guys have anything to add on?
I think one more thing about that is that when we first saw it, probably it's kind of like so unique. And now that we're just so used to like using it, the convenience of using it, we're just like so used to it. That's why it's kind of difficult for us to think about. But I'm for sure 100% if you are visiting Japan and then you see this egg timer that tells you like, oh, this is soft boiled, hard boiled egg, and then like whatever type of egg you want. Like that's gonna be something unique for you. But yeah, that's why I think it's difficult for Kuya Aizal even um to think of one. And 100% you will find a lot of stores that will sell these unique stuff. Like actually, I've never seen
And
one, but
sometimes it's weird, like you're gonna be surprised, like, they have this type of
Yeah,
item here,
they
like
invented this
you
kind
you
of
know.
things.
Yeah, I think Japan is all about like making life like convenient for
Easier.
like everyone. So like, even like the smallest of things, like they have something that you haven't like even thought of, like, oh yeah, like that thing exists. Like it's always surprising whenever I go to these like 100 yen shops, and especially like the big ones. Like you can get
Mhm.
lost there, and like like it's pretty cheap because like it starts like 100 yen, but you can like pretty much like overspend on like there, because like you're like, picking up a lot of things, like even if the things like you don't actually need, like you feel like you need it because it makes your life like maybe like 2 seconds or like 5 seconds easier, or like I think that's like pretty much like what Japan is for us, right? It's just then.
Right.
Very much so, po. So thank you so much for sharing your answers. And that is such an informative discussion from everyone. And for our YouTube live comments, if you thought of anything that is unique that we didn't get to mention, please comment down below so that everyone can see your answer. And then it can also be helpful to us and to other viewers, po. So now, let's move on naman po sa ating hanging question.
The hanging question of the day.
All right. So here's today's hanging question for our viewers. What Japanese home essential used to sit on the floor and often paired with a low table provides warmth during the winter months? And it is a symbol of cozy family gatherings. So, if you think you know the answer, type it in the chats or comments, and we will see. We'll pick out which one is the right answer po. We'll reveal it later in the show, so stay tuned po. And of course, don't forget to put your hashtag local in so that we know where you are from, where you're watching from po. And remember, this item isn't just practical, it's also a big part of winter culture here in Japan. So let's see if you can guess what it is.
はい、
All right,
今日
everyone.
のはい、はい、じゃあ、日本語でもちょっとお伝えしますね。今日のハンギングクエスチョンはですね、日本で、冬によく使われている床に座って、低いテーブルと組み合わされて、いる家具で、日本の家庭に置いてあるものは何でしょうか。で、その家具は心地よい、家族の団らんの象徴とされているものです。これが何でしょうかっていうのが今日の質問になっています。質問の答えはこのプログラムの最後で皆さんにご紹介します。
Now let's dive into our first discussion point of today.
It's time for the main topic discussion.
So let's start by defining what we mean by essentials in the context of Japanese culture. When we think of essentials here, it's not just about basic needs. It includes items or practices that reflects Japan's unique lifestyle, traditions, and seasons. So we have a slide here. So here are the essentials in the context of the Japanese culture. So number one, the first one is functionality. In Japanese culture, functionality refers to the practicality and usability of items in daily life. Essentials are designed to make tasks more convenient and efficient while often incorporating thoughtful, user-friendly designs. Let's see some examples. So siguro lalabas dito yung mga na-mention natin kanina. Or siguro hindi. Siguro may mga mababasa tayo dito na hindi natin naisip, pero essentials pala. So number one is chapsticks or hashi. So, ba't naman di natin naisip to na nasa Japan pinaka ginagamit to, hindi naman natin to ginagamit sa Pinas. So, bakit hindi natin to naisip mga co-host natin? So, the purpose of this is, of course, is a simple yet highly efficient utensil for eating. Of functional design, it's very lightweight and easy to handle. Typically made from bamboo, wood, or durable plastics, many chopsticks are reusable, supporting eco-friendliness. And the culture, as for its cultural note, unlike forks or knives, chopsticks are more versatile for Japanese dishes like sushi, ramen, or rice bowls. They allow precise handling of food without damaging its delicate presentation. So do you guys agree? Wala naman sigurong against no sa chopsticks kasi we all use like chopsticks pretty much every day. But ewan ko na lang sa inyo. Sige, ibahin muna natin. Sister K, araw-araw ba kayong gumagamit ng chopsticks? Do you use like chopsticks like every day?
I'd say like 60% of the time.
60% of the time. Okay, okay. How about Sister Ems?
Yeah, every day, I guess.
Every day. How about Sister Yumi? I'm not gonna ask Sister Yumiko, you know. She uses chopsticks like 100% of the time, right? Sister Yumiko? Yeah, I think like one thing about the Japanese people are like even the food that shouldn't be like used with chopstick. I think ginagamitan pa rin talaga ng chopsticks, right? Sister Yumiko, as much as possible, you use like chopsticks for pretty much for like everything, right? Sister Yumiko, am I
Yes,
correct?
for miso
Right?
soup, yes.
Yeah, right. Like even like the food is like easier to eat with like let's say forks or like knives. If you can use chopsticks, you're gonna use chopsticks, right?
Yeah, probably. For fish, maybe
Yeah.
we use
Mm-hmm.
chopsticks for pretty much everything. Yes. Yeah,
How
right.
about natanong ko na ba lahat? And sa akin siguro it's like sort of 50-50, you know, I'm very you know, I prefer like being convenient na parang wala akong pakialam. Naka ano siya, alam yung iba kasi parang naka-conscious sila. Na parang okay
Yeah.
mo conscious kung ano, 'di ba? Like kung mas madaling kainin ka, kung nagmamadali ka, hindi ka makapag-chopstick. Kailangan mo daw kutsara. Magkutsara ka, 'di ba? Like, na parang I don't know, siguro so parang ko sa iba, siguro yung iba kasi parang siguro na conscious sila na parang you know, it's normal and we're gaijin anyway. So parang they really don't expect us to like be using chopsticks if we're not used to like using chopsticks. Like, you know, na parang nag-chopstick ka pero sobrang bagal mo naman kumain, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Diba, Sister
Be
Justin, right?
comfortable, you know.
What about number two? What's our number two essential? Or another example is bento boxes. You know, okay, portable lunch containers designed to organize and transport meals. Compartments separate different types of food, keeping flavors distinct. And the compact yet spacious enough to include a balanced meal, rice, protein, vegetables, and side dishes, often made from lightweight materials like plastic, wood, or stainless steel. Reusable, very easy to clean, and eco-friendly, reducing the need for disposable packaging. And as for its cultural note, bento boxes are not only about convenience but also a reflection of care and creativity, as many are arranged beautifully like edible art. So I'm gonna ask Sister Yumiko for this one. Can I think hindi ko alam kung kanino ko narinig. I don't know kung kanino ko narinig, but food is like considered art for in Japan, right, Sister Yumiko?
Actually, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I work in a daycare for little children, and when they have like a bento day, for example, when they have a field trip, um, or the parents make like a beautiful bento for the children, and it's called some of them's got their name on it with made out of seaweed nori なので、そうですね、今、お弁当を、子供たちが持ってくる時に、キャラ弁とかありますよね。it's called caravan, and um, yeah, it looks like a character that like children knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Sister Yumiko for this one. On the scale of like 1 to 10, like how good is your bento making skill, Sister Yumiko?
Me?
Yeah. Like how good are you? Like how artistic are you when you're like making bento? Are you like, you know?
Um, since I live in Japan, we have like a very useful place that's called convenience store. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I normally buy those frozen okazu, frozen food
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
we can use for bento, and that's
You
actually
just transfer it into
yeah.
your own
Yeah,
bento. Is that it? So oh
and
yeah.
the rice
That's
thing
you're cheating. Yumiko.
and
You're
Essential.
basically cheating, I think. You know, that's cheating. You know, how about you, Sister Emerald? You're saying something?
That's essential.
it says
But
yes,
but
that's it.
but I like making bento boxes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
would make for my neighbors.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
really?
Wow.
Lucky
Oh my
neighbors. How about you,
God.
Sister Justin? Sister Justin.
Why would you even ask me that? It's like you
Yeah,
set me up for
I already
failure.
expected like an answer from you, but I need to ask you, Sister Justin. I think you're the type of like I just need to eat. Kind of that
Exactly.
expectation to like
Like
look like
my
yeah.
lunch container is just like one container. It doesn't
Yeah.
even have partitions in it. It's just like one container.
Reminds me of like when we were like in elementary like or high school back in the Philippines, and you
Yeah.
need to make like baon like lunchbox and like so Sister Justin dinala ni Sister Justin yung ganung culture dito ano parang di ba proud okay, what's the next ano pa yung next na essential natin? Sana last na to kasi ang dami kong dinadagdag kada ano. But what's the next one? Okay, tapos na pala. Why functionality is key. So by focusing on functionality, Japanese essentials demonstrate a practical approach to life that balances simplicity with purpose. These items are merely tools but integral to the culture, enhancing both utility and experience. P as cultural significance. This is also important in Japan's culture. Japanese essentials often embody the nation's deep-rooted traditions. Kaya mga sinabi natin kanina, chopsticks, bento boxes, these are like daily items na makikita natin na ginagamit, especially if you're working or you're at school. Makikita mo talaga na araw-araw talaga na lang ginagamit yan. Um, um, uh, re- uh, nation's deep-rooted traditions, respect for craftsmanship, simplicity, and sustainability. These items are more than tools or objects. They carry cultural meanings that reflects Japan's values and way of life. Oh, so ang first example natin doon is yung hangko. So I actually have one here. Nabasa ko siya kanina. I made my research dun sa essential. Ano ba yung ano? So hangko daw. Like, yeah, I have this. I have one here. So it's like a personal seal. And the cultural role of this one is hangko is a personal stamp used for signing documents, contracts, and even bank transactions. So ginagamit to kapag pupunta kayo, like may mga mahalaga kayong documents na kailangang alam mo yun, pirmahan. Hindi kasi ano dito yung parang karaniwang sign sa atin na parang autograph type. Hindi sila ganun dito. Kailangan nila ng either like hang or papalagay sa'yo yung parang full name mo. And that is like considered na sign sa kanila. It also represents like the identity and responsibility of an individual. So like a hango is like a very powerful na parang seal. Na parang so kapag may hangko yung document po, it's like legit. Next one is the significance, a symbol of trust and formality in personal and business dealings. Kaya ang sinabi ko kanina, passed down as a tradition for centuries, it highlights respect for meticulousness and personal touch in Japanese culture. Kaya kapag nakita niyo yung mga hangko, makikita niyo siya like may kanji siya. But mine actually hindi kanji yung akin. It's like Ramaji. Nakalagay lang yung surname ko here. How about you, Sister Justin? Ano yung ano mo? Like usapang hangko nga tayo. Ano ba yung, kasi hindi naman tayo hapon eh. So anong hangko niyo? Sige nga, yung mga hindi naman ano. What's yours, Sister Justin? Anong nakalagay sa ano mo? Sa'yo?
Mine is also Romaji, which is like the
Mhm.
Japanese alphabet.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
it's not kanji at all, and it's just katakana, like the second alphabet. Tas
Yeah, yeah.
mahaba siya. It's pretty long.
It's long, it's long. How about you, Sister Ems?
It's my surname also. It's katakana.
It's katakana. Sister Yumiko, I'm not gonna ask. It's probably in Japanese and like some stylish, like yeah. We already lost Sister Yumiko. But you have anything to say?
Yes, I do have
Mhm.
kanji
Yeah.
one with
Mhm,
hanko.
mhm.
Yes.
Yes po. So what's the next, Sister Kuya Tech? Ate Tech? Kuya Tech? Ano ba? Ano ba? Okay, number 2 is kintsugi or golden joinery. So the cultural role is like the art of preparing broken pottery with lacquer mixed with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. Rather than hiding cracks, kintsugi highlights them, transforming the item into a unique piece. So nakakita na ako nito pero wala kami nito sa bahay. Sinong may ganito sa bahay? Sa inyo? Mga co-host ko? Wala nagtataas. Sister Yumiko, do you have like a kintsugi at your place?
No.
Ah, you
No.
don't, you don't, you don't. Mhm. Akala ko meron eh. So parang naalala ko kintsugi yun yung ginamit natin nung ano no, nung in cinema. I think
Mhm.
back. Yeah. Meron akong kintsugi yung ginawa kong parang drawing. Yeah. Kasi I remember we had this like in cinema way back in I think that was 2020 kung hindi ako nagkakamali, and I was like one of the naging artista ako doon, na parang napilitan ako doon, joke lang. Pero ako yung isa
Yes.
sa mga gumanap doon. Yeah. And I was like one of like the lead like
Yeah.
characters, and I remember like drawing a kintsugi and like nilagay ko siya sa wall. Medyo maangas naman yung ano doon, yung pagkakalagay ko doon sa wall. Pero I think yun na yung best shot kasi nakatalikod lang ako doon, di ako But anyway, as the side note na naman ako, what's the do we have any items pa? Kuya Tag? Okay. Significance, wait, reflects the cultural philosophy of embracing imperfection and impermanence. And the second one is demonstrates respect for the craftsmanship of the original item, giving it a second life instead of discarding it. And the reflection is Kintsugi celebrates resilience and continuity, encouraging a sustainable mindset while honoring tradition. So key takeaways on cultural significance: Japanese essentials connect the past and present by preserving traditions while staying relevant to modern needs. They often highlight values like simplicity or shibui. I don't know if I pronounce that correctly. Sustainability and respect for craftsmanship. Even in everyday items, the cultural focus is on harmony, nature, and quality. Letter C is aesthetic appeal. So dito na siguro marami kang sasabihin kasi feel ko maaarte yung mga co-host ko. In Japanese culture, aesthetics play a significant role in defining essentials. The design is not merely about functionality but also about visual harmony. Kagaya ko na sinabi kanina, yung food, hindi lang siya basta like function na para healthy yung food mo. Dapat maganda rin yung itsura kasi they value like the design and the looks of it. You know, the visual harmony and the emotional experience an item evokes. This focus on beauty often emphasizes clean lines, subtle patterns, natural materials, and harmonious proportions, reflecting Japan's appreciation for simplicity and elegance. So sa example natin dito as traditional tea sets or shaki. So aesthetic features is tea sets often use muted colors like earthy greens, browns, or soft blues, aligning with the natural elements. Handcrafted details highlight the artisan skills, such as delicate curves and textures. It sounds expensive, you know. Design philosophy as simplicity in form enhances the tea drinking experience, encouraging mindfulness and appreciation. So siguro mas sumasarap yung tea mo kapag dito ka uminom, no? I don't know. You know, does that make the tea like taste better if you're drinking on a traditional tea set, Sister Yumiko?
I'm not sure, but you feel that it's formal maybe.
Yeah. Right. No, parang I don't know. Maybe it's like a placebo thing, but you enjoy drinking tea. Like if it's like proper. Let's say like parang coffee. Like gusto mo uminom ng kape sa baso, diba? It is not. I think it's like it's the same with that, right? Na parang do you wanna like gusto mo kumain sa sa kainan na hindi naman tamang lagayan ng kainan. Parang ganun lang din siya and I think if you're drinking on a proper like tea set, I think it makes like the experience better. Right? I think it's like more of like an experience thing. And yun nga, kasi matagal nang like Japan is like I mean, tea is like famous and in Japan, you know, like everyone drinks tea and matagal na talaga nilang iniinom yung tea. So I think like tea is like really like a part of like their culture. So like, do we have any information? Oh, abangan daw next week, sabi ni Sister Steph. So baka mag-usap tayo about tea. So I'm curious kasi I'm a tea person. So wag na masyang ano dyan yung mga coffee person kasi time ko na next week, tea person. Okay. Anyway, design philosophy, simplicity form enhances the tea drinking experience, encouraging mindfulness and appreciation. And the reflection, tea sets are not only functional but also elevate the act of tea preparation and drinking into a serene, almost meditative. Okay, number 2. Dami pala nito. Tatami mats, aesthetic features woven from natural materials like rush grass. Tatami has a subtle texture and a soft greenish color. The geometric precision of their placement creates a sense of order and calm in a room. Design philosophy is minimalist, yes, yet elegant. Tatami emphasizes the natural beauty of raw materials. Their layout complements the Japanese architectural focus on spaciousness and simplicity. Reflection is like tatami mats embody harmony between functionality and beauty, creating a soothing and balanced living space. So, last na tanong na ulit. Okay. So, sino dito ang mayroong tatami sa bahay nila? Sino?
No.
Wala.
We used
Yun din yung old ano namin, yung I think yung room ko before, before
mhm.
kami mag-move ng Hiroshima, tatami yung ano ko yung pero yung ano yung dito hindi na siya tatami. So para-parehas kami. So wala akong makaka-relate sa amin, you know. pero I do agree na kapag tatami yung floor mo parang super Japanese nung feel.
Yeah. And
Then
it's actually
pagdapak mo pa lang sa room mapapalik. Oh yeah.
and yeah.
Japan.
It's actually kind of weird to like decorate it so modernly because it's not supposed to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be like kind of more traditional vibe of like you fold your bed. You actually
Yeah.
don't have this bed frame, no mattress, no nothing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
futon.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
futon.
yeah, 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 yeah. So
That
I just have a thought na parang kapag tatami yung floor, napansin niyo ba na parang usually ang ginagamit nilang doors are like sliding doors, not
yeah.
the traditional doors. It's always like mixed with the sliding like Japan
Mm,
sliding doors. So I think that's like one of like hindi lang naisama dito pero that's like one of the essentials na parang pag nakakita ka ng ganung pintuan parang oo, Japan 'yon.
yeah.
Yung yung pintuan na like bilog yung hawakan tapos ini-slide, di ba? Uy, Japan yun. Pinto ng Japan yun, di ba? Ayan, para kay Sister Ems eh. Kaya ako magsalita Sister Ems para makita ng mga viewers natin yung pintuan sa background ni
Tatami
Sister
pala
Ems.
yung floor ko. Pero,
Ayan, tingnan mo.
but we covered it up. Because when I was a kid, I used to get lots of splinters because of
Oh,
tatami.
Oh.
So it is a
Mhm,
nice invention of Japanese people, but it hurts a lot.
mm,
Meron pa ba tayong ano? Meron pa ba? Parang ang dami ko nung sinabi. Do we still have like more? Okay, the key elements of aesthetic appeal in Japanese essentials. Number one is simplicity and minimalism. Number two is harmony with nature. And number three is balance of form and function. Ayan mga kapatid. Yung mga dapat nating tandaan, sa mga key elements of aesthetic appeal in Japanese essentials. Because you gotta look aesthetic, look pleasing in Japan. The pressure is real. Diba,
yeah.
Sister Ems?
Yes, thank you so much, Kuya Aizo, sa long information. Now, here's a question to get us thinking even more as we talk about essentials. Is there an essential item you've found here in Japan that you can't imagine living without? Now, let's start with Ate Yumiko. Since you're Nihonjin, なんかありますか？
耳かきですかね。The ear cleaner.
Ah,
Made out of bamboo ball.
is it
I'm
the white
so obsessed.
one?
Yeah, I'm so obsessed with that. I can't live without that. I use it like every day.
Really?
It's actually not good for your ear. Like
Yeah,
do
I heard
every
it's
day.
not good for your ears every day.
But
It sounds like it sounds like it's like more of a you problem, Sister Yumiko. Like because like you use it every day, and I don't think you're supposed to like put something inside your ears like every day, right?
Every
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
even
Especially
if
after showers or bath, you're not supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like Sister Yumiko said, like she's like obsessed with it. So like I think
why?
Why?
I don't know. I just love that. Like when I
Mhm.
was kid. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's soothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
気持ちいいのは気持ちいいよね。
Yeah, so you guys like already know now. Like when Sister Yumiko is stressed, you can just find her in the corner, probably like cleaning her ears using like these bamboo thing. Like this is like
We know what to
yeah,
give you
it's
as
like
a
soothing.
present on your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that. We'll give you like that as a present for your birthday. We know what to give you now.
You cleaner. Yeah.
How about Sister Justine? I think Justine.
For me, maybe like not an essential item, but something I found unique was in our office, we had how do I say, manual paper shredder. Because like we're so used to having the electric shredder, we actually have like the manual mini one, and I'm like, are we poor? No, I'm kidding. It's like but if you think about it, like for small items, like for our like A5 paper, it's like very eco-friendly, I'd say, and then it's kind of like
Oh,
okay,
is it a small one?
yeah, it's like a small one, and then you would just like shred your paper. It's
So
just
it's like this like pencil sharpener, like the social one, like like do you remember like having
Yeah.
a classmate back in school? Like everyone's got like a traditional sharpener, and like this one
uh-huh.
classmate brings up like this big sharpener, and like everyone like comes with lining up like. Ano rin ako, patasarin na ako ng lapis
Oh,
ko. Like, yeah. So it's
exactly.
like, so that works like that, like the shredder. Like
Mm.
you're, oh, okay, okay.
How about you, Kuya Aizo?
Ano, nag-enjoy na ako
Wala.
makikwento. Mamaya
Nag-iisip
mo na ako talaga yun. Balikan mo ako,
pa
Sister
eh.
Ev.
Oh,
Yeah.
sige. I'll go first. See, it's not an essential that I can't live without, but super 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 what's the word for it?
Ang lakas mag-build up ng mystery nito. Super, super.
Super, super. So we're really expecting something and then suddenly she
No,
doesn't know what to say.
tapos biglang ay ito
Mhm.
lang pala yung sasabihin niya. Hindi, super dumali yung pagko-commute ko.
Oh, okay. Super.
The Suica card or the
The
Mana?
Suica
IC
card.
card. IC card.
IC card. Yes, the IC card.
Because you just tap it whenever you
Mm.
enter the bus or like go at the train station. And meron ganun, like, if you're traveling here, you can buy like a 1-day ticket. Like you can
One
ride
day plan.
anything.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang yung 1-day plan.
Mm-mm.
I think that would be good if you're traveling here in Japan. Very convenient.
Yeah, that's a good one. The train card.
So,
Because like,
tama ba yung super super ko?
oh yes, okay, yes, actually. Bigyan ng woo.
Super super.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
Okay, Kuya Aizen.
I don't know. It's not like a Japan thing, but I like perfumes, so I always like have this thing with me. Like this is like a small like refill of like the
Like,
perfumes I
yeah,
have. Like I have like
like
so marami ako nito,
Chanel.
like for like different perfumes, like, it comes like different colors, and I always like have this on my bag. You know, like whenever like I feel like, whenever I want to feel good about myself, I want to feel like be more confident. I just like spray up like, oh yeah, smell good already. Like I don't have to like worry too much, like so like just that. I think it's like one of like my essentials. Like I always like have this with me, sister Ems.
Yes, that was a fun discussion. It's clear that Japan has some truly unique essentials that make life here so special. And inyoy. Ano yung inyoy sa English?
Smell
Mabango.
good.
Good.
That perfume ni Kuya Aizo. now, now let's shift gears a bit and move on to something educational. It's time for our Japanese lesson segment.
Japanese lesson.
はい。ですね、今日は必需品も言うの難しい。必需品に関する、役立つ日本語の単語やフレーズを学んでいきたいと思います。日本に住んでいる方も旅行で訪れる方も、きっとこの表現が、役立つはずです。では、スライドの1個目を見てみましょう。Folding fan. What's folding fan? Let's ask Ate Justin.
Oh, okay. Folding fan. I actually don't know what the Japanese of that is. Because I know fan is fan. Fold. Origami.
Origami. そう。ちょっと難しいですね。Folding fan。センスって言います。センス。はい。センスは、そうですね。When you wear kimono, yes.
Oh,
Used
because
for,
you have a sense.
yeah, used for curling as well as a cultural accessory during ceremonies. Example, wedding ceremony. Yeah, yes, and especially when you wear kimono or yukata po, you can use fan sensu po. Okay, maybe we can go to the next one. Wind chime. Have you seen wind chime? Japanese wind chime?
I've seen wind chimes before.
ATM? 名前わかりますかね？
Super, yes, I know it. I think it's the right word. Suri? Suri?
風
Suri?
そう、風鈴です。
風鈴。
そうです。
Right.
風鈴。
Oh.
So, it's in Japanese, a 風鈴 is a wind chime. It's called 風鈴. Yes. A wind chime traditionally hang in summer to create a calming sound with the wind symbolizing coolness. Yes. なので、そうですね。Next one. お願いします。 Teacup for drinking green tea.
This one I know, Sister Yomiko,
Ah.
because yeah, this was included. I remember this like being included in our last episode. Right. We were talking about sushi, and this was
Yes.
like mentioned. Yeah, this is like you know me.
Oh
Am I
yeah,
correct? Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yes,
right. Yeah.
yes. You got
Like
the
this is
right
like the
answer.
one you ask whenever you like, order. Like it
Yes.
comes with like sushi. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you use Unomi for drinking green tea. Oh, okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, trivia. A Japanese teacup used for drinking green tea, often without handles and typically made of ceramic or porcelain. What's porcelain? Porcelain.
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 うん。
はい。セラミック、そうですね。茶器ですね。はい。Let's go to the next one. Planner or notebook. はい。In Japanese. 何かなadjusting.
I think I know. Piranha.
すごい惜しいです。
Not?
合ってる
I'm sorry, Ate Yumiko. I was about to answer that.
Yeah, same, Sister Yumiko. I think I'm gonna have to like pass before you even like ask me. You know, I don't know this one.
Planner or notebook in Japanese is 手帳です。手帳。
Oh, right.
A little notebook is 手帳。はい。
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, and if you go to bookstore, they start selling 手帳 for next year, but so you can find many kinds of 手帳 in bookstore. Okay, the last one, but coin purse. What's coin purse in Japanese? ちょっと難しいですね。クヤアイゾウわかんない。難しいですね。わかん
Wakanai.
ない
Yeah,
よ
I don't
ね。
know this one.
Coin
Yeah.
in
Try, you
Japanese
have to
is
try.
うん
You have to try, Kuya Isaac. I have a guess.
little hint,
Translate,
little hint.
translate coin.
Coin is in Japanese 小銭。小銭 is
Kozeni,
coin. 小銭
kozeni
を
ire.
入れ。そうです。
Yeah.
小銭入れ is a coin purse in Japanese. Hi.
Oh. Oh yeah, that makes sense because like the kanji of like coin tapos yung ire like
Yes.
you know. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Yun pala.
今日はちょっと難しかったですね。はい。Okay, thank you, Paul. See you next time. Great job. And that was a Japanese lesson for tonight. Before we continue with the rest of program today, we'll have a station break.
You are listening to Iglesia Ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. We hope you're enjoying today's episode of INCRadio Japan on Unique Essentials. A big shout out to all our YouTube listeners and viewers tuning in today. We're so glad you're with us. Don't forget to drop your thoughts and comments in the chat. Let's keep the program going. Now that we're all recharged after the break, it's time for something fun. Get ready for our Icebreaker Japan trivia.
This is Icebreaker Japan Trivia.
It's time to test your knowledge about Japan. I'm sorry about that earlier. Okay, but we'll be asking some fun trivia questions and we want to see how many of you can get them right. It's all about having fun and learning something new. So don't be shy, share your answers and jump in, and just share your answers, we're going to cover it up later. And we've got some interesting questions lined up. So let's get started with our first trivia question. So the first trivia question is, how many pairs of disposable chopsticks does Japan use each year? So 2 million? Is it 200 million or over 20 billion?
はい、今日のトリビアの1問目は、日本で毎年、何組の使い捨ての箸が割り箸ですね、が使われているでしょうか。A200 万、B2 億、C200 億以上です。どれでしょうか。
So I'm gonna be asking. Mabilis ang sagot lang. Ayoko na nag-iisip. Okay. Sister Ems. 2 million, 200 million, 20 billion.
Sige, palta ko yung sagot ko.
I have an answer.
Palitan ko yung sagot ko.
So what was your original answer, Sister Ems?
B.
200 million. Konti yon, Sister Ems. Kasi ang tamang sagot ay, nakita ko na, 20 billion ang tamang sagot. You know? Kasi if you do the math, you know, hindi pwedeng ano yung kanina, 200 million lang. Kasi ang population ng Japan 100 million. Hindi ano yun, tigda dalawang chopstick lang kada tao sa buong taon, 'di ba? Hindi pwede.
Meron silang reusable chopsticks. They bring their
Oh,
own.
buong taon yun. Like, are you gonna use the same pair of like chopsticks the entire year?
Marami
'Di
silang
ba? So, paano pag kumain ka sa labas? Eh di, pag ikaw kumain ka ngayon sa restaurant, so kumain ka sa susunod, bawal ka na mag-chopstick kasi nagamit mo na yung share mo ng chopsticks
Sorry
sa
na
200
po.
million.
Sorry na.
Damn, eh. Anyway, number two question. Okay, number two question is, in Japan, what is the name for longer chopsticks specifically used for cooking rather than eating? A. Hashi. B. Saibashi. C. Sensu. D. Kokeshi.
はい、日本では食事用ではなく料理をするときに使われる特別な長い箸を何と呼びますか。 A、箸、B、菜箸、C、扇子、D、こけしです。
Okay, I'm gonna be asking Sister Justin. Because I don't know this one.
My answer is letter B.
Letter B is... What was letter B, Sister Yumiko?
菜箸。あ、
Say-
菜箸菜箸。
Saibashi. And the correct answer is... Saibashi. So why do you know this, Sister Justin? Why do you know this? Can you like tell us why? How would you know this one? Because I don't know this one.
No, actually, I just got a hint because hashi is just normal chopsticks, and if you put and hashi, when you put it just made sense to me.
Ah, okay.
Sai
Yeah,
is
Sai is like yeah.
it's a kanji character for
Yeah.
food food.
So a trivia is they're longer and often made of wood or bamboo to handle hot food safely. Ayan. So yun yung trivia natin for today. And the last one is true or false. Ayan. Sister M is babawi siya dito. Bento boxes were officially designed only for children to bring to school. True or false?
Bakit parang trick question?
Wait lang. Translate muna ni ate, ni ate Yumiko. Wait ka lang,
これは
ate.
丸×クイズですね。3番目はお弁当箱はもともと子どもたちが学校に持っていくためだけにデザインされたものですか、丸か×かです。
Oh, true or false, ate? Pambata lang ba ang bento boxes?
False.
False. And the correct answer is... False. Oh, tama. Yan. Tinuruan ka na Ate Justin eh. Si Ate Justin nakita ko kanina. And the trivia is, bento boxes have been used by travelers and workers since as early as the 12th century. So kaya siya, tama yun, kasi hanggang sa workplace may mga bento pa rin na. May mga bento boxes. Si Sister Yumi ko nga bumibili pa ng bento boxes sa convenience store, right? Just to like have like a presentable bento box for her own. And that was an insightful presentation. That's for our trivia. The great job with the trivia, everyone. I hope you had fun testing your Japan knowledge. Now let's get back to our discussion.
It's time for the main topic discussion.
We've talked about what makes something an essential in Japanese culture, but now it's time to dive deeper into understanding the cultural roots and essential. 日本文化につい ての、必需品とは何かについてこれまで話し合ってきましたが、ここからは必需品の、文化的な背景について深く、探っていきましょう。それでは、1番目ですね。Historical development. Many essentials have deep historical roots in Japan, often developed up out of necessity and later refined into cultural symbols. For example, hashi chopsticks have been used for over 1,000 years and are a staple in daily dining. Bento box, お弁当ですね, has its origin in Kamakura period when travelers would pack meals for convenience. はい、そうですね。お弁当箱は、など、そうですね。はい、お弁当箱の文化がすごく昔から日本ではあるそうです。Okay, let's go to the next one. Respect for nature. Japanese culture places great importance on nature, which is reflected in the design and usage of essential. For instance, the furoshiki, a square piece of cloth used for wrapping, is both eco-friendly and symbolic of Japanese appreciation for natural world, as it can be refused and it's made from sustainable materials. あと、そうですね、風呂敷っていうのがあって、物を包むバッグみたいなのがあります。はい。他にも風鈴とかさっきご紹介したのもありました。Okay, let's go to the next one. Cultural practices and mindfulness. Many essentials are deeply integrated into everyday rituals promoting mindfulness and harmony. For example, a tea ceremony involves the careful preparation and serving for matcha and every tool used, such as the 湯飲み、さっき伝えた湯飲みですね。And holds significance reflecting the values of his hospitality, respect and attention to the detail. あとは畳もそうですね。はい、以上です。
Thank you so much, Sister Yumiko. That was a really insightful presentation. Now let's keep it going with another question for everyone. If you could recommend one unique Japanese essential to friends back home in the Philippines, what would it be and why? So let's start with Sister Yumiko, since she's the one from like here in Japan. So if you do you have like an essential that you want to like recommend to like people?
そうですね。日本のやっぱり畳かな。私は畳が好きなんで、I love 畳 so I'm sorry. I love tatami, so I'll recommend to sleep on tatami. Yeah, that smell of tatami reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah, like the tatami smells is something that kasi yung una namin, I remember like our first place in Japan, we had like a tatami floors as well, and it smells like that is like the smell of like Japan is to me, because like that's like the first home like we had here in Japan. So like whenever I smell like tatami, it reminds me of like our first place here in Japan. Like Sister Justin agrees. I think ganun din sila. Siguro yung unang bahay rin nila, may tatami rin sila. Tapos di ba may smell siya na parang wala kasing
Yeah.
ganun sa Pinas eh. You don't smell that kind of like, it doesn't wala tayong ganung amoy sa Pinas eh. So kapag it's super distinct, right? The smell of like tatami. So how about Sister Justin? Do you have like an essential that you want to like recommend to like other people?
Maybe I want to recommend the chopstick stand, because it's
Oh.
just, yeah, because if you have chopsticks and then you just like wanna put it down, ilalagay mo muna siya siguro tapos ka na kumain or gusto mo mag-pause kumain, merong maliit na Japanese chopstick stand.
箸置きですね。箸置き。
Hashioki.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Hashioki. So yeah, it's not like on your plate. It's not on the table, flat on the table, and it's just like perfectly placed, like right beside your plate. So I think that's a good one.
That is a good one, Sister Justin. How about you, Sister Ems?
Super different from their answers. I would recommend maybe the mosquito repellent here in Japan.
虫除けスプレー
Hindi.
Ah,
Yung sinasaksak. Yung sinasaksak. Meron yung yung binibili mo siyang, para siyang sasaksak mo siya, and then you can put like a liquid inside. It's a mosquito repellent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that one.
Medyo high-tech siya pakinggan, no? Kasi, alam mo yan, pag mosquito repellent kasi sa Pinas, alam natin, katol lang, ganun eh. So, alam mo yun, inisindihan lang siya. Tapos, pagdating
Wala
kay
siyang
ate,
amoy.
pagdating kay ate
Yeah.
Ems, parang, you have like to put a liquid inside and you
Yeah.
plug it
And
in.
you
Sa
can
amin sa
choose,
bahay,
there's like a floral scent and the
yeah. Samantalang sa amin, sindihan mo yung katol, malamok. So, sa amin yun. so, so, very, very, So, like, I think, thank you everyone for sharing those wonderful recommendations. At kung meron kayong recommendations, like, lalo na sa mga taga-Japan na nanonood, you can like, pwede nyo siyang ilagay sa ating comment section para mabasa rin naman siya ng mga nanonood sa atin, yung mga sumusubaybay sa atin na hindi naman taga-Japan, no? So, they can like look it up and maybe they find some use, di ba? Parang matuto rin sila ng mga ano pa ba yung mga bagay. Kasi tatatlo lang kami nag-share dito. So parang mas kailangan namin yung tulong nyo. Mas marami kayong mas-share sa amin kasi mas marami kayo kaysa sa amin. So, and now as we continue with our program, let's take a moment to reflect on something very close to our hearts, our Christian values segment.
Christian value.
As we explore Japan's unique essentials, we are reminded of the value of faithfulness, a value that is deeply rooted in our Christian teachings. Just as Japan's traditions are upheld with dedication and commitment, we too are called to be faithful in our walk with God. Faithfulness means being true to the principles that guides us, whether in our duties to God, our families, or our communities. Much like how certain Japanese essentials are passed down through generations, embodying the culture and history of the land. Our faithfulness should reflect our commitment to God's will and His teachings. In our lives, this means staying steadfast in our responsibilities, loyal to our commitments, and unwavering in our trust that God will provide for us. Whether it's through the simplest acts of kindness or the way we engage with the world, faithfulness allows us to honor God in every aspect of our lives, just as the traditions of Japan honor the past and keep the culture alive. Let this value of faithfulness inspire us to remain dedicated to the path God has set for us in both the small and large moments of life.
はい、日本語でお伝えします。日本独自のエッセンスを探求する中で、私たちは、キリストの教会の教えに、深く根ざしている忠実という価値観に気づかされます。日本の伝統が献身的で守られているように、私たちもまた神様との歩みにおいて忠実であるように求められています。忠実とは神様に対する義務であれ、家族に対する義務であれ、地域社会に対する義務であれ、私たちを導く原則に忠実であることを意味しています。日本の必需品が世代を超えて受け継がれ、その土地と文化と歴史を体現しているように、私たちの忠実さは神様の御心と神様の教えに対する私たちの献身さを反映するものでなければなりません。私たちの生活において、これは責任を持ち、約束に忠実であり、神様が私たちを養ってくださるという信頼に揺るがないということを意味しています。ですから、最も単純な親切心であれ、世界との関わり方であれ、忠実であることは、日本の伝統が過去を敬い、伝統を守り続けるように、私たちの生活のあらゆる面で神様を敬うことを可能にしています。この忠実という価値観が人生の小さな瞬間にも大きな瞬間にも神様が私たちに定めてくださった道をひたむきに歩み続けられるよう私たちを奮い立たせてくれることにつながっています。はい。そして今夜のクリスチャンバリューについて一緒に振り返っていただきありがとうございます。皆さんにとって励ましやインスピレーションになればと思っています。Now, before we end today's program, it's time to reveal the answer to our hanging question for tonight YouTube challenge. Earlier, we asked what Japanese home essential used to sit on the floor and often paired with a low table provides warmth during the winter month and it's symbol of cozy family gatherings. このプログラムの最初にですね、冬に使う家具で、家族団らんで使うテーブルが低いテーブルでの家具は何でしょうかという質問でした。はい、答えはこたつです。And the answer is こたつ。This heated table with a cozy blanket is a favorite winter essential in Japan, bringing family and friends together for warmth and bonding. はい。And 今夜はご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございます。Thank you to everyone who joined and guesses this hanging question box. はい。皆さん今日は、このプログラムご視聴いただきありがとうございました。皆さんとご一緒にできて本当に嬉しかったです。From all of us here on INCRadio Japan, thank you for watching and see you next time.
Yes, thank you so much. We would also like to thank all the ministers and ministerial workers here in the district of Nagoya and Tokyo, Japan, and also, of course, our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, CEBSI President, CEO, and CFO Coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo. We always thank you for always guiding us. Next program na po, INC Radio Cagayan Valley. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, po.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's it for today's journey on culture and travel here on INCRadio Japan. We hope you've enjoyed exploring with us and discovered something new about the world and its amazing cultures. Be sure to join us next time for more exciting destinations, inspiring stories, and cultural treasures waiting to be uncovered. Don't forget, your next adventure is just a tune away. This has been Culture and Travel, only on INCRadio Japan. Until next time, mata ne!
Ito ang INC Radio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan, himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.
Naimbag nga bigat aldaw mayum kinrabi kada